Just checking with him that he got the right things to show.
Excellent. Alright, people, welcome back to the stream. Now, I have David and Philip from Krilloud here with us, and they would really like to share what they've been working on. So, without further ado, would you guys like to introduce yourselves and introduce Krilloud?
Well, hello everybody. For being here. We are an audio team from Spain, and we decided to develop a tiny middleware to help all the community of indie developers to make easy the work with the audio. We are musicians, we are sound designers, and when we work with other people, programmers, devs, we found a terrible problem when we produce the audio and they want to implement in Unity and Real etc. And we decided to make a software. Our idea is Krilloud will be used by audio people, but most important, no audio people. It's easy to use. It's a graphical way of use. And well, we are happy because we are sponsoring this global game jam to show all the community, indie community, our product. I hope you can test it. It's free to use. It's free to all the community of the global game jam, and we invite you to try it. You can download it at krilloud.com, and I expect you enjoy it.
You make already the selling pitch, so I'm going to be a little bit less formal. I'm David Garcia from Krill, also from Spain. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, basically, well, we're coming from the music industry like many people in audio now in the video game sector. And just when we started to work a few years ago, deliver audio is just a pain. So we try to sort it out, and basically that's the tool that we are doing. I'm gonna give a shout to my colleague Carlos, so maybe he can start to show the tool a little bit, because I think that will make easier for you guys to understand what we are playing around. Are you sharing our presentation,
Yes, we are.
Doctor?
Yep, we can
Great.
see a beautiful flowchart on the screen. Project Ghosts.
So this is the first interface. We are designing now. The new one is a little bit more fancy, but for the first release, this was good enough and solid. So basically, what you got here is something that all of you have seen many times, which is just a node programming. But in this case, it's not about coding. It's about audio. What we did was try to rethink the whole workflow for interactive audio, not only for video games, but as a concept design. So we just put up that concept in this node graphic. We got in this basic one, for you to understand what we do is we place the audios in the purple boxes, and you have selectors and operational elements in the red box. That this is a selector, by the way. And then we introduce the variables from the game in real time, which are the green things. And those variables modulate and moderate everything. And the good things for all the developers, this is just an example. You can make a much more complex structure in here. And that is what we call one tag. The nice thing for our friends is that when they have to go to, this is a low code tool. So once we got all the designs done, we just export the file. Go for it, Carlos, export the file. And that file will go directly into the Unity plugin. Can you see it? I'm not sure if we are sharing the.
Yeah, we can see you're in the project folder.
And you will have the tags in the Unity plugin. This is our plugin for Unity, and there you got the tags that you have designed. It fits directly into Unity, and then the software developer, the only thing that has to do is play tag, play tag, play tag, and put the name of the tag wherever it is. The most important thing for situations, for example, like now, like the game jam, is the placeholder contract. We are able to let the people work without the sound, which, for example, in Unity, that is one of the painful things, and also in another systems, in another frameworks, because we are not designing this only for video games. This is a tool for interactive audio in general.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do very, very soon, well, first we want to cover the needs of the indie people. This first release stable works only for PC, and we got an Unity plugin, and we can compile for PC and for Android so far. We got already in the pipeline OS and Arduino, and we already got the SDK from Nintendo, so that will be the next release. What we're going is to expand all the plugins for all the runtimes possible, but not only for video games, but for any use. And the key one is going to be probably the web plugin
Yeah.
that we got already working with the web audio API. But all that we will release it in the next version very soon after the global. And what we have done, actually, this is a free tool. It's going to be free. We decided that for PC and Unity users, and to compile in PC, we're going to leave it free forever. Obviously, we will have to monetize somehow, but this is going to be, in any case, ridiculous pricing for the people who really have a publisher and is going to do business with the game. Well, then they will have to contribute to the community, obviously, but it's going to be a ridiculous license, something like 50 euros a year, something like that. In any case, very soon we're going to have this interface online, on web. We are working with Fraunhofer to introduce the new MPEG-A, MPEG-I, and MPEG-H codec, so we will be able to do streaming from Krilloud directly, streaming audio from the cloud. It's a very grassroots tool that we want to deliver with the community. Actually, all the people that is going to benefit from the global, they will be able to, because they're gonna be treated like the early adopters, because actually they are. And this is the people who is going to decide the features of the tool in the future. We got an endless list of things that we want to do, so we're gonna let the community to decide what we deliver.
Yeah.
First. What do you think?
What do we think? That's pretty amazing. I wish someone told me about it when I started, because I don't even know where to start with that. It's the fact that it's free at the moment. That's pretty incredible, because I can see how much easier it could make my life. And, well, firstly, personally, like being able to create an effect that changes so easily, because a lot of the things I make suffer from that, the one sound effect happening again and again, sounding the same, like footsteps sounding generic. And I can see with your real-time inputs, like, it would be so easy to make a sound not repetitious and more alive.
Yeah, that was the idea. And actually, we got another thing that other software had, but we never like it, because we come from the music industry. This technology was delivered 20 years ago, strongly. So we are able to do things that when we came into the interactive audio, all the tools were really constrained. So we just said, what? And we designed our own one. The other thing, real-time editing. How many times have you been in your game and you have to change a volume or something and you have to compile again and do the build and check it and test it and then come back? And we were fed up of that. So we designed a system for real-time editing through TCP ports to go on the internet, so you can have Krilloud and all this open. You open Unity and you press play and you can edit in real time. I'm not sure if it's going to happen because I think that Discord cannot. Well, no, you can see it, but you cannot hear it because Discord is not able to share the audio from two screens. But when Carlos do that,
You can mix the audio in real time.
you can mix the audio in real time. You're not hearing it, guys, but the game is in run play, it's in runtime, and all these changes are happening
Oh, that is
in,
cool.
in real time. So that saves us, actually to us, to the sound designers, an endless amount of iterations in between us and the developers looking to us with a bad face, you know, like, oh
Yes.
no, guys, we don't want to touch that volume anymore.
Yes, because you can do a excellent sound design and excellent music composition, but if the audio mix is not good, it's not never works. And we facilitate the mix process in real time in gameplay, and you can feel how the all the audio elements work together. It's critical.
We just tried to simplify all the things that, for whatever reason, they were not properly thought, in our opinion, from the sound design point of view. For example, Carlos, can you take out a mixer? This is a simpler mixer for audio channels, and we just simplify it to the minimum idea, which is I feed the audio, I get a variable who controls that is in runtime, and that's it. And no 2000 calls, no need to declare variables, make it public, not public, then all that mess that we have in other places. So it was an exercise of, we spent just a year and a half simplifying processes and putting it together. And this is what we have. Actually, I see that we show. I think that is understandable more or less. The last thing that you can do is just download it and test it. We got the, sorry guys, we got the tutorials only in Spanish with subtitles yet, but the manual is in English. And actually, I think that for developers, the manual is even better because you can see that just with 20, I'm not sure the amount, but not more than 30 functions, and you can work out this completely.
Yeah, you have all the script in there. It Krilloud with Unity.
I don't know because we cannot see. I don't know how this works. If the people in Twitch can make questions or something, but this is it basically.
Yeah, it looks really, really nicely done. It looks like it's a part of Unity. And what you said earlier about the separation for teams, I mean, looking at it from just a game jam perspective, for a little game made over 48 hours, being able to keep the audio detached from what the software developers are doing and being able to both work on it without having to worry about how it goes back together could save you a lifetime of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna demonstrate that because obviously if we come into the jam, we should participate, no? So we decided that we were going to help any of the teams that doesn't have audio or musicians to do their thing. it was a first arrive, first serve. It's a project called Crystal Hearts from, I don't know, there's people from all over the world in that team, and we will probably stream somewhere in Twitch or in Krilloud, Discord, or somewhere. We will stream the process of doing this design in real time, and people is gonna freak out because in literally 15 minutes we're gonna have it. And then
Wow.
the software developer, well, I mean, the design, the concept, and all the things related with the implementation. And later on, we just go out, have fun with our. This is the other member of the team.
Yeah.
He's very quiet. Is Ernest. It's a pity that you cannot hear in stereo because of Discord doesn't stream in stereo.
It's a binaural microphone.
But you will have Felipe on one ear and myself on the other one. And we will get Ernest and start to record samplers and things all over the place, and then come back here. We just need to introduce the things in the system, export, and whatever the software developer were doing, it will be just updated.
Yeah. We usually use a tool on web is Google to design
A mind map. Do you have a
A
mind
mind
map
map.
over there, Carlos,
Yeah.
somewhere?
the browser.
Okay.
We design the mind map, and then it's too easy to reflect it into Krilloud. And the programmers understand perfectly where.
We give this to the people.
Yeah.
The software developer just go with that. We share. This is the beginning of the process. We share the. We have to agree one thing, yes or yes. It's going to happen to you in any middleware, which is how we're going to call the variables and
The
the
tags.
interactions. And once you and what is this design structure, and when this is agreed, we set up our editor on one side. He declares his variables on the other side. Here we go. We can just go adding and adding. Once we export the file, everything is updated. They can keep working. We can keep working. Another update and so on.
And we never touch the Unity project.
And we never exactly, because when they program the proper calls for the tags, everything which is inside the tag, you don't have, the coders doesn't have anything to do with it. Our software write the code inside the plugin of Unity for those bits.
And import the audio files too. You haven't to import audio files in Unity.
Oh my God, on a script.
It's a little low coding thing.
Do you have a phone for that?
The footstep of the main character in this video game, and no code. Three types of surfaces. A random pitch is all in Krilloud, and you only have to call different surfaces with a number, the variable number.
That does look really efficient. There's not a lot of code there for what you're getting.
Well, that's all for us.
That's all, folk.
No.
Thank you.
That's-
Thank you very much for hosting us and let us show the
No,
thing.
that is absolutely great. And one thing we haven't really covered off is you mentioned that you're going to be able to do streaming. And, well, as we know, we're streaming video right now, and streaming has changed video so much. So how do you think bringing streaming audio in, you can't think of everything people will do, but what excites you about that? What possibilities will that open up?
Well, for example, the first example, we are selfish, and we think first always in the sound designer, obviously. So imagine you're the sound designer, or you are the person who is doing the game, and I am here, and you are in Australia. Very soon, when we got the new interface, which will go on web directly, so we can share the editor online. But the problem is the audios. How do you hear what we are doing? if you don't have the audios in your computer. And that, for example, is sorted out with the streaming audio. Krilloud is going to stream to you directly. So we don't have to bother yet with the transfer of files until the project is finished, because you can hear through the direct streaming of Krilloud. That's one example.
That's awesome.
The other example is we are just getting ready for what is coming. Everything is going to be cloud stream very soon, you know. So we just getting the system ready for when that happens. Krilloud can deliver the audio in the output directly in MPEG-8, which is probably is going to be one of the code standardized, no, all over the world. We got already the contract with Fraunhofer as a beta tester. Carlos is telling me that he don't see our camera, and I don't know why.
Yeah, that streaming does sound awesome, and I'll be looking forward to it. And also the fact that while this is Unity and PC now, the fact that it is growing into just about every platform as quickly as you can is also makes it like something you can rely on into taking into your development, because you know it's going to cover wherever you end up going.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah, so well, thank you heaps for sharing all of that, and it's definitely a toy that I'm going to go and play with right away and see what I can do.
Oh, we need feedback from you. We are just little in the software industry. We are little babies. We just born, so we need all the feedback that we can get.
Awesome. We've got a game that's currently got no audio, so I feel like it's a game jam. Why not? Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Give it a shot to us, and we can make all the design for you.
Awesome. We'll see how we go. Well, thank you, David, Philip, and Ernest, who's our silent partner in the background there, for your time.
Good.
It has been an absolute pleasure having you on here, and good luck with all the games you get involved in over the rest of the game jam.
Thank you very much.
See you guys. Good luck to everybody. Have fun.
And we've posted the URL. We've posted the URL up there, so if you've got a question that you forgot to ask, they're going to be pretty easy to hunt down.
Yeah, and we got a Discord server as well, is /Krilloud, so you just run there. And we are in the audio channel in the global, and in the other channel in the global.
Yeah,
we are all over the place. If it sounds, we are around there.
Easy to find. Alright, hopefully a few people hunt you down and bug you about your technologies. And thank you again for sponsoring the Game Jam. You're one of the reasons we can be here. It's very appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks to you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Alright, see ya.
Bye.
Okay. Oh, where are we? Now it's time to go.